At the Tree of Life Synagogue, there are 3 different congregations who worship there. All 3 lost members in the shooting on Saturday.
And today I had a chance to talk to Rabbi Jeffery Myers from the Tree of Life congregation. On the Sabbath, he's not supposed to use his cell phone, but for security reasons, he had his. He was the first person to call 911 and give police detailed information on the moves of the shooter. He shared his account of what happened with us.
I began services at 9:45. The shooting started a few minutes after.
Rabbi Jeffery Myers leads the Tree of Life congregation. They had gathered in his sanctuary upstairs when he heard gunshots coming from suspected shooter Robert Bowers.
He was in the lobby. I could tell from the immediate sounds as I reflect that first sound of gunfire was in the lobby.
Rabbi Myers says he saw members of the Dor Hadash congregation running. Dr. Jerry Rabinowitz, who was a member of Dor Hadash, was one of those killed. He says the gunman then made his way upstairs.
And as it got louder, I knew it was coming up to our sanctuary.
Rabbi Myers told 4 members of his congregation who were in the front to run out a door. He then turned to save the other congregants who were in the back.
I heard the gunfire getting louder, and I knew that with the length of my sanctuary, there's not enough time to run there and take care of them, because in hindsight, I probably would have been the 8th casualty in this space. So I made the choice, which no one should ever have to make.
He ran as 7 members of Tree of Life were killed by the gunman: David and Cecil Rosenthal, Rose Mallinger, Joyce Feinberg, Irving Younger, and Bernice and Sylvan Simon.
After I heard the shooting in the sanctuary and the screaming and the yelling as he slaughtered my congregants, I then heard the shooting getting softer, which told me he was going down the stairs. I know then he went downstairs to New Light, and he killed 3 of their congregants.
Daniel Stein, Melvin Wax, and Richard Gottfried were shot dead. As all of this was going on, Rabbi Myers was on his cell phone with 911.
I kept giving information in terms of the gunman going up the stairs or down, whether the sound was getting louder or softer of the shooting.
SWAT stormed the building, searching for the shooter and rescuing survivors. They found Rabbi Myers barricaded in a bathroom.
I just, yelled through the door who I was. I slowly opened the door and, said, "I'm coming out." Of course, they all drew their weapons, because how could they not?
At that time, the suspect, Robert Bowers, was still holed up inside. Rabbi Myers was escorted out of the building by police. Who was the first person you called? Did you call your wife?
She didn't have to say anything. I just wanted to hear her voice.
And again, normally he would not have his cell phone on a Saturday, but based on security and active shooter training that he received, he was told he needed to carry his phone, so he did, and he was able to call 911.
You just don't know how, as Ken said at 5 o'clock, it's remarkable that he's able to talk about it like he is. I don't know how any of us would have been able to put up with it and be able to do it like that.